Good morning, all my student friends. Today is a great day for all of us. In the sense, we are organizing the 74th Independence Day of the country. Probably all of you know that behind this independence, there has been a lot of sacrifice. Not only the soldiers, even the civilians. And a lot of these people, they have sacrificed their life for getting us the independence. That means it is our duty today to safeguard the independence, take it forward so that the country progresses. In fact, I would even say we have been progressing very well in the fields of education, maybe in the fields of the military, the infrastructure development, even I would say the space programs. But during this year, due to the corona pandemic, probably I think our economy has slowed down. But nevertheless, we have the opportunity, we have the enthusiasm to pull it back onto the wheels so that we will be one of the best countries in the world who can always be referred to as a great growing country. Probably this year, the Independence Day has some special features also because of the COVID-19. We need to maintain social distancing, that is something which is very, very important. But all the same, as you people are doing it, webcasting this event and celebration, there is always a good opportunity. I know it is the great day since we were ruled by the British colonials for more than 200 years. In fact, earlier, I would say the Independence Day, maybe between 1930 and 46, if you look at, it was celebrated on 26th January. But the real independence was obtained in the year 1947 on the 14th August midnight, that means on the 15th of August. So now we have already completed, I would say, 73 years after independence. In fact, this is one thing which always makes us proud because even the governments which are formed are more democratic and there is no coup and anything like that which happens in other countries when there is a change of the governance. This is something which we are proud of because of the cultural heritage, I would say because of the commitment to the society and the progress which we are achieving is really driving us in this direction. Even then, probably this year, we had three major, I would say, setbacks. One, of course, the COVID pandemic, which has really created the loss of many lives in the country. That apart, the aggression by the Chinese on the borders, and again by Pakistanis, the terrorism by the Pakistan. These two things which again, we have always taught them that India is not a country which can be just taken as a pushover. We have taught them that they should not misadventure such of these things. In addition to this, probably one thing which has been really creating a big havoc is the floods. Floods in the country have devastated and they have made a lot of people homeless and a lot of agricultural crops are lost. Even the animal wealth is lost. So that means there are a lot of issues with the floods as well. Even then, India, we are very proud because we are a country which has surplus food production, which can maintain the Indian population even if there is no production for the next 2 years. So that is the amount of surplus we have. Probably the agricultural, I would say the green revolution or whatever, evergreen revolution or rainbow revolution, whatever you call, which has resulted in a production of food which is sufficient for us. In fact, we have achieved the record food production of more than 850 or 900 million tons. That is a huge achievement by especially the agriculture and the farming community in the country as such. And I would say this is a day when we need to take a pledge to work for the welfare of their fellow citizens. the fellow colleagues. And that is one thing which I would say is very, very important, where the education and science will definitely lead us the way how we should proceed further. Always we know good health and good education. These two things are very, very important. In fact, India is a country which is polio free now. And education wise, I think diversification has taken place, a lot of specialization now coming, and we have a lot of achievements which can really teach us or which can really make us very proud. So that is something which is very, very important. And of course, another thing which we have seen during these years is the boom of urbanization. Many people in the country, they all now, I think more than 50% of the people in India are in urban areas. Maybe the smart city concepts which have been introduced also helped in a way that urbanization has taken place and the number of people in agriculture has come down. But it is fine. Even then, our productivity or productions have not come down. So that is something which is very, very important. Another very important achievement is the rise in use of internet. This is something which is a very big achievement, I would say. In fact, if you look at the whole world, more than 2 billion people use the Facebook or any kind of the internet apps on a daily basis, which is something which is very, very big. And of course, with regard to space research, I think it is really commendable. Even the Mangalayana which we tried, even when making the Prime Minister sit all through the night, we had almost achieved success, but we are yet to now, I think, come back and then rethink and do it again. In addition to that, in fact, India is very proud. The ISRO has developed an atomic clock, and also a super cluster of galaxies, which is called Saraswati. These are all achievements of the country, which other countries have not done. And that apart, I think India is very proud to launch 104 satellites using a single rocket launcher. That is something which we are very proud. Of course, the world's heaviest and the smallest satellite also is made by India. So that way I think we are really advancing. In fact, I would like to even just make a mention here. The internationalization or globalization of the market for everything has grown up so well. In fact, now we are trying to take forward the food processing value addition in a much bigger way, make it a global, India to be an international kitchen. So where a lot of these foods are produced, processed, then stored and sent to the international markets. That is something which is, I would say, very, very important. And that apart, I think India has some sort of, I would say, even cultural heritage. Probably Sardar Patel statue which was erected in very near to Ahmedabad is something like 182 meters, which is the tallest in the whole world. We are very proud of. And also very recently, construction of Sri Ram Mandir temple is something again which is a landmark, because this is one thing which was under a lot of fire for so many years. 3 things which I wish the message is that one is use the intelligence. That is something which is very, very important, and you should have the sufficient energy to do all these things. And of course, the most important is the integrity. If you have the integrity, probably I think all the other 2 can be attended. If integrity is not there, probably we will not be able to achieve anything, and it goes unnoticed as well. So this is something which is very, very important, and you should all, these qualities are very important to become an entrepreneur. So which I feel is the need of the day. So that's how I think I wish to say. That apart, coming back to NIFTEM. In fact, NIFTEM is one organization which is of course the best organization in the country, and a state-of-art facility and a green campus, and it is rated very high as a sort of a green campus and things like that, platinum rating. So all these things are there. In addition, because of this, probably this year, this is a campus which is free from COVID. Not only the faculty, even the students who are here, even the outsourced employees, and even I would say the wage workers who come on a daily basis. every one of them are taken care very well, and as such we never had any problem of COVID. I would say this is a open quarantine facility which, if at all, can exist in India. NIFTEM can be the one. And of course, I would always commend all our teachers, all the student fraternity, and the IT department, the library facility, even administration and the examination wing and things like that, who have really put in a lot of efforts, not only to maintain it COVID free, but also to carry on the entire activity of NIFTEM, which will definitely help us to establish further. In fact, I would like to even mention here, we are one of the few universities in the country who have completed the examinations of the previous years. Now, the final years, they are through with all the examination reports, everything. The others also, the results are almost in the process of completion and declaration. That means we are in a place to start the new semester without any sort of a hindrance. And in fact, maybe I think this is another big achievement for us. This year, we will be declared as institution of national importance. We are just waiting for the session to start. It is only a formality where it will be declared. So this will put us into a lot of responsibility. We need to really look at seriously how to improve further. I would like to even make a mention. We have created the roadmap and the vision and mission and all that. That will definitely help us, and how the implementation schedule also we have brought in. Probably this should really take care of us at least for another 5 years. And that apart, another very important thing which happened even during the COVID times is that the laboratory, the food testing laboratory, was accredited for more than 2,000 parameters. Understand this is a very important and integrated accreditation system, where even the exports, APIDA is there, FSSI is there, and NABL, and like that 3-4 organizations, we are meeting their requirements. So once that comes, probably this will also become a referral lab for the whole country, and which we can be very much proud of. Of course, we have also established one more good lab, especially for the agriculture and environmental sciences. Here again, in addition to that, we have also established an excellent facility for conferencing, which also has been declared open, and the additional infrastructure required is coming in place. Another very important achievement this year, I feel, is the new lab, and of course, I would say the fee structure. We have adopted the AICTE approved fee structure for, especially I would say, of course, the BTech we were charging a bit high. Maybe I think this has been inherited from the beginning, and always we were on a slightly higher note. Now we are on par with them, and absolutely now the parents need not be worried about the fee that is to be paid. And both for, I would say, BTech, MTech, MBA especially, we have reduced it drastically. So that way I think we are online, we are in line with the AICTE guidelines. So which you can always, I wish this year we get a lot of students who are meritorious, who are poor, who can come in. And in addition to that, a lot of scholarships we have introduced, even the EWS, Economically Weaker Section Fellowships, or the tuition fee waiver scheme has been introduced. So that will definitely help our students, meritorious students, to come in and probably work. That is something, our study, this is very, very important. Another very important thing is the UGC. The deemed university status has been continued for the NIFTEM. This is again an achievement for us, for all of us, and all of us should have good, I would say at this moment, a good electronic gadget which can really make us to be, for an electronic e-learning process. I would say the online learning process, which has become very important now. Probably I think this is something which is which I request all the students and the parents to make note that they should get you one laptop with internet connectivity wherever you are. Nowadays internet is there everywhere, all over the country. So if you have this, probably I think your learning process also becomes easy, and you can always, I would say, be online or in line with whatever the requirements for the degree or master degree or a PhD program. and we also got the good NIRF ranking this year. That was something good. In addition to that, of course, we have now brought in what you call a PMFE scheme, that is Prime Minister's Formalization of Micro Enterprises. So this is a very good scheme for the whole country. And here I would say we have established the project monitoring unit at NIFTEM. So this will really help us. In addition to that, we are creating a call center also. So this is another big facility which not only helps the schemes, even the students. I would say many of them, they are getting, as young professionals, we are taking them. And I know very recently I came to know that the Bureau of Indian Standards, where majority of our students have got selected as scientists. Scientist C. It's congratulations to all of you, and that's a great moment for all of us. In fact, if you look at the whole infrastructure again, there were some lacuna for NIFTEM. We have worked on that, and probably I think this is going to be in place maybe in another 1 year maximum. And we have, I would say, a student welfare center which is created. The work is going on. The UG and PG hostel, then the international hostel, students hostel, excellent indoor and outdoor stadia which are going to come, and the swimming pool we are just planning, of course, and 73 residences for the faculty, and faculty welfare center, and a big water tank. So this will make the whole NIFTEM with a comprehensive infrastructure which can really meet all our requirements, whatever you feel that is very important. I would even say here, despite the COVID, we had the placement work going on online, and many of our final year students, both the UG and PG students, they are in touch with our corporate resource division. I would say about 110 people are already placed. I know this is very difficult this year. We try very hard. We will see that whatever that is best possible can be done. We will assure you that we will do it. And student achievements also are exemplary. Of course, they have shown a lot of exemplary achievements in sports, in, I would say, more the academic activities, which I would say could be the hackathon or Anveshans and things like that. That is something which is really commendable. Had this year been a normal year, probably we would have many more achievements from the student community. I congratulate each one of them. I know it's a big task, and now with all this, I would say, the drawbacks and the shortcomings, you people are cooperating well with the institution. Develop that as a sort of a confidence within you, and we are always there to help you, to take you forward. And in fact, we have even established a food or a research and development portal where all the research documents or the research findings are documented of all the institutes in the country. So this is something again which you can refer, and a lot of these products you can even plan to become an entrepreneur by yourself. And I would even say here, during this period, we have not left anybody in the NIFTEM campus. In fact, the welfare of each and every individual who has contributed to NIFTEM has been taken care, and even without much work also, we have given them the salaries, and they are very happy today. And in fact, I would say they are the people who made us feel very proud, because the endemic or the COVID has not come into the NIFTEM campus. And of course, we developed CAST norms for various, I would say, the technologies or the projects or the machinery which is used for food processing. This is something which is very good. Probably all of you can, I think it's getting uploaded. Now it is at the final stage of finalization, and we have done it, and now that is going to become a sort of a reference for anybody to plan any entrepreneurship development or an industrial development or a corporate development activity. This is something which is very great. In fact, the moment when you say corporate, probably I would say we have started what you call the contract research organization. Already 3 companies have come forward to be partnering under the contract research. This is something very great, including Nestle, including Hindustan Unilever. So all these people are there with us, and probably years are not very far where we can have at least about half a dozen or about 10 to 20 corporates working with us in the campus. this is going to be a big achievement for all of us. That apart, the technology business incubation facility is coming up in a big way. So that again, today in fact we signed an agreement, MOU, with some private company for fabricating some of the machinery. So these are all the issues which we can always take forward. So now it is registered as a sort of a company, and which will be useful for each one of us. In fact, I would say that NIFTAM organized the Organic Food Festival for women entrepreneurs in collaboration with the Women and Child Welfare Department and also with MOFP. And it was a very big success. In fact, it was the entire organizational issue came on NIFTAM, and we delivered it very well. In fact, that was something which is a big achievement. Now, at the end, I wish to inform you that NIFTAM is an organization which is your own organization. You have to groom it, you have to develop it, you have to nurture it, and you have to see, you have to take it, take forward even in future, because as an alumni, you will have a much bigger responsibility in the years to come. I wish all of you all the very best, and I wish you people develop the culture of becoming an entrepreneur and establish yourself and be a job provider than a job seeker. So that apart, I think there could be some people who want only a job. So for them, we are there to take care, but all the same, look at the requirement of the country and the farmers or the farming community and the processed food value or things like that. Probably that is one area where we need to work together, take forward NIFTAM and the country. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.